In this video, we're going to show you everything you need to know about using the Trash Talk mode that's built into the Rodecaster Pro 2 audio mixer. We're going to show you what it is, how to set it up, when we'd use it, and when we probably wouldn't use it with a production that we're making with the Rodecaster Pro 2. Now, first of all, if you are looking for pricing or specs for any of the equipment that we have in this video, the cables, the stands, the mixers, anything like that, we do have links down in the description below where you can find current up-to-date pricing from a variety of online retailers to make sure that you're always getting the best price possible. Now, first of all, what is the Trash Talk mode? I think of the Trash Talk mode as being a half hold for a remote guest. You can't use the Trash Talk mode for any in-person guests because obviously if you're trash talking them, they're probably sitting right beside you. So they just didn't even build that into the audio mixer. But this does work for Bluetooth outputs and inputs and USB inputs and outputs. Now, what does it actually do? Basically, it makes it so they can't hear you. They can't hear what's happening locally in the room on any of the in-person inputs on the audio mixer. That being said, if the faders are turned up on the Bluetooth and USB inputs, you can still hear them. So it's a way that if they're talking or making a point, if you wanted to be really trashy, I guess, that's built into the name, you could bad talk them while they're in the middle of a speech. They'd never hear you. They couldn't respond to you. You can go on about, what is this guy talking about? And if that's the kind of show that you have, then that's the type of thing that would work on this. Another way that I would use it more effectively, though, is simply putting guests on hold. Like I said before, you can engage Trash Talk mode and then just turn down the faders. Then when you're ready, you can undo Trash Talk mode, bring up the faders, and then they don't hear you if you do have something confidential or unrelated happening right before they come onto the show and you just want to kind of park them and have them ready there. So how do we set this up? First of all, we need to go into settings. We need to map this to a smart pad. So we're going to select smart pads. We're going to go to the effects that are currently on the first slot. We're just going to clear that out of there. This way we can put in the Trash Talk mode. So we're going to add a new smart pad. It's going to be a mixer effect. And we're going to go over and select Trash Talk. I do find it a little bit weird that Trash Talk is one of the first options, as if it would be more popular than ducking or some of the other options. The back channel mode I think is more effective. You can see here it says, while active, Trash Talk will mute the audio output of the remote guests, meaning that they won't be able to hear you or your guests in the room. Now, you got to decide at the very top here if you want momentary or latching. I think it makes the most sense to have a latching button. That being said, if you're using this mode really quickly, you might just want it momentarily so you can just, make it so they can't hear you, say something really quick, and then release your finger. Really depends how you're using this button, but you could hit OK. And then when you click it here, it goes on. There are no indicators on the screen here to let you know. With back channel mode and stuff, the buttons go yellow and that type of thing. I do wish that there was some type of indicator that you had Trash Talk on, whether change the buttons to blue or green or do something with them so I know that something's affecting those channels, because it would be really kind of frustrating if you're mid-podcast and you found out that, oh man, your online guest or remote guest never heard you the whole time. That would be a little bit confusing and frustrating. But yeah, I guess you just have to watch the light on the smart pad because it gets lighter when it's turned on. So when would I use this? I would personally not use this as a Trash Talk button. I would use this as a on hold button. If I bring in a guest before the show starts, I could sound check them, make sure the feed is working, but maybe on my live stream or online presentation or online meeting or something, I need to cover some other business that's confidential or unrelated to them and I don't want them to hear it. That's how I would use it. I would not use this on a regular basis for things like podcasting, I don't think. Live streaming, I don't really see an application to be using this on live stream all the time. I think it's a very small, narrow circumstance of when you'd use this. That being said, I am curious what you think about this button, when you would use it, because maybe I just have a total blind spot here. So if you can think of a good use for the Trash Talk mode built into the Rodecaster Pro 2, I'd be interested to hear how you use this button, if you found a way to use it effectively. Again, if you are looking for pricing or specs for anything that you see in this video, we have links down in the description below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.